to be able to get up until this moment. This is to get into the top 4. There is a lot on the line here. BalloonBoy going to be sticking it with the Mega Man.
Yeah, and Hughes has been on Fate all day, playing some Orb and Scythe. So this will be cool. And we're on Mos Eisley. This is where Game 5 was the last set these two played. And I think it's becoming a little bit more popular. The map's gotten some small adjustments ever since then.
Oh,
there were some complaints about the blast zones being too far, but really what it is the stage is smaller than other stages. The blast zones are the same, right? But regardless of whatever the fact is, it's been long enough to now people kind of forgot, I think.
That's right.
They're just kind of like, oh, the stage is fine. Platform a little bit lower to the ground, though. Sider's coming through, BalloonBoy.
He's
doing
great.
The stage down. Gets a leaf shield, too.
Wow, Hughes had nowhere to go.
I'm surprised that reached after watching him miss it on Moonier in that same scenario like 5 times in a row, but Hughes just not having the dodge to be able to get rid of it. Could Hughes have just faded back a little bit more? Did he have the drift?
He
may have had the drift, and he may have thought he was safe. I honestly think that he didn't think it was going to reach. He
didn't think it was going to last that long, probably. Okay, getting the Endlight into the side as well. Hughes now has BalloonBoy off stage in a bit of a nasty position.
Cool landing.
Wow. Yeah. He knew that he wanted to swing. He gave him a bunch of space, and he was like, okay, swing with. Sidelight Sail is going to be able to do it. That is going to be the stock, and just like that, Hughes evening it up.
Yeah, Hughes and BalloonBoy both hard drifting into the stage. Pretty interesting to see that Hughes, I think he was just waiting for BalloonBoy to do some sort of landing attack and never gave it to him. But look at the ladder here off the right side of the stage now. Serenair brings BalloonBoy into yellow. Landing down air, not going to do too much afterwards. Looking for a dodge punish, doesn't get it. Sidelight gets punished. Hughes dashes forward with that sidelight himself. Hits with the neutral light. Boots picked up, and now he starts nairing around, looking to see if he can catch Hughes in the air.
Able to get an Endlight here, no follow-up. Landing with the side of Hughes, going to be using up a couple of jumps, excuse me. Now, neither of them were just able to hold this advantage for too long. BalloonBoy, though, finally getting called out, jumping over the stage, eating a sidelight.
Oh,
Hughes is so patient.
Yeah, just gets the silence there.
He's so patient.
That's that Raidish energy on Orb, right?
That's
Where
right.
it's like, you know, I've got this amazing landing coverage. It's called Sidelight. And it also will eventually knock you out after 5 more times. Ooh, weapon throw barely misses, but the dive kick hits. He was sweating. He's still low on jumps, but he manages to touch the ground, and BalloonBoy holds on.
Sidelight just catching Hughes grounded. Hughes, I feel like he's really fishing for some of these Orb sidelights at this point. BalloonBoy finally picking up the blasters. The GC sidelight not going to be able to connect, and just like that, Hughes with a good punish, just catching him. Yeah, BalloonBoy has been given quite a few openings with like the whiff, especially the GC lights, or in that case, the GC sidelight whiff.
Nair hits. Let's see what BalloonBoy's got. Goes all the way for the recovery, and they'll take him off the top. Even game 1-1. Plays around the platform for a little bit.
Yeah, you are not safe there against Boots at all. So, Hughes picking up the Orb once more. BalloonBoy actually, the blasters, interacting with the platform instead of hitting below it.
Yeah, unfortunate there, but that landing hitbox can be both very good and also a little annoying.
In that case, BalloonBoy.
Sidelight Sair to do another.
He's backing off, he's giving him space. Hughes is the one that's intent to play second BQ, and then as soon as he initiates with a sidelight, BalloonBoy is the one that's able to get that whiff punish. He whiffs that D-light. Right now, this is a game of who whiffs first, because nobody is, there you go.
Yeah, if that is the game, I think Hughes wins. Blasters are just so much easier to punish on whiff.
Orb is the weapon that does that the best in the game.
But if BalloonBoy hits maybe 30% of his shots, I still think that he's got a damage advantage with how much Hughes has been getting off of his punishes here, and that's what's happening.
He's knocked the Orb off. He committed to the GC side sig. Yeah. Hughes getting in the blind spot of the cell. He's looking for the sidelight.
No way
Hughes able to find a sidelight of his own.
Right? Please don't downsig here. I feel it. I don't know what it is. But BalloonBoy, I swear, okay, yeah, that good. Landing down air. Doesn't combo it, though. Sidelight Sair gonna dodge out of the way. BalloonBoy not getting that combo. Dashing around. Gravity cancel D-light recovery. That's classic. We talked about last set. It is a BalloonBoy game closer. Dash jump, pivot, gravity cancel, D-light, chase dodge recovery. He's gotten it so many times. Last time he let it rip against Moonier a little too early in game 4. This time he was able to secure game 1 with doing it right when he was going to be able to get the knockout. Very well played. Highly, highly risky, but if you're watching your opponent's movement, it takes a lot of the risk out, as we see right here.
He
gets it right on the cross-up.
That was so funny. Yeah. That was great because he was like, hey, I'm going to dash jump, dash land, dash jump, dash land again and again. Hughes thought he was going to dash land again, so he tried to cover the ground, and the one time that he tried to cover the ground is when BalloonBoy GC D-lighted the opposite direction.
I will say, BalloonBoy doesn't ever not pivot it. That's the thing. So this is like a habit thing that Hughes will have to pick up on, I think, if he wants to avoid that. Or just dodge backwards, right? If you try to cross him up, it's such a great cross-up denier. Dash jump, pivot, gravity cancel, D-Light. BalloonBoy loves it. And we're going to see it more and more
But hey,
throughout
if
the
there's
set.
anybody that can adapt to it, it is going to be used.
But,
he does not let that go unnoticed.
But so far, it's been 2 sets, and it hasn't happened yet. So BalloonBoy up a game, needs 2 more.
He's a thinking man. He takes his time.
I hope so. Otherwise, Use will be out. Use will be out at 5th.
Okay, that GCD light not going to connect that time around. Use able to get a big punish for it. He's jumping, he's fishing through the down air, able to get the jump call out with a double-sided instead. Oh, nice dodge. BalloonBoy gets back on and picks up the boots.
Let's see what we got. Use falls down with that neutral light. And lights him right off the right side of the stage. BalloonBoy super damaged. Use just waiting him out. He's going to sidelight Serum 50 million times, I'm sure. I just think it's a little too slow. I think Use has to start going off stage and hitting him a few times. He's going to try it.
He's going to try that out now, but down a little bit difficult to
Lower
space
jumps,
out.
ground pound. Doesn't need it.
He does not need anything. Use his presence was enough just to threaten BalloonBoy to go out, and he was all out of resources. He was all out of options, and now he's got a lead.
Down air gets him. Ground pound would be crazy. I don't think you should do that, BalloonBoy. Yeah, I like that. I like that slow fall down air. Cover the entire wall. Didn't work out, but it was really nice.
Use is ready for it. He was able to get a good amount of damage for it, the weapon toss and the neutral as well. BalloonBoy is just looking for either the D-Light or the side light just to be able to go ahead and secure the stock now.
He needs more damage. Okay, never mind. Now if you just have if you have a leaf shield, you just catch the landing on the right side of the stage.
He had stage control. He was in the corner.
He's got the spacing down really well. No matter what map he's on, he knows the range to completely cover whatever edge of the stage with that attack. And he's been catching people with leaf shield really nicely.
Yes. He's taking his sweet time getting back onto the stage. Use, just as always, sliding off with that sidelight to keep himself safe. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, N6 is hard to punish.
You can just throw it out sometimes.
It's a light attack,
Maybe
basically.
you bait somebody.
Nair hits BalloonBoy with the blaster.
Sidelight so not gonna. Oh, it is gonna be enough. Excuse me.
No blaster anymore. Has to go over to boots.
It is gone.
Use his locking in, and you can't go for that D-Light pivot recovery if you don't do damage.
That's right.
It's just BalloonBoy's got to start getting some damage on the board here.
He's playing so patiently. He's playing so slowly. That is what Use does. He walks in. He walks out. He's the one that's swinging second. He did this, plenty with Jaeyoon with Sword. I feel like he does so well covering cross-ups. And now he's just piling on the damage. Use has a lot of control over the game,
Nice.
but BalloonBoy going to be taking it right back.
Takes it back, but only in momentum, not in stock numbers, right? Like they're still trading back and forth.
Quite
Use gets side air. Use just go out there, down air him. Why not? He's just too.
Caught his timing.
He's too disciplined. He's too disciplined to throw. Ground pound? No. Okay. I guess Orb is actually not great at punishing Blaster's recovery.
That's right.
You get blasted before the Orb connects. Huh. I still would like to have seen it, but he's just going to sidelight Serum the rest of the game, I think.
And Light Downer still in an excellent position to be able to cover with that end light. He is the king of coverage, and all he needs is just that one side light. You know what? Maybe the end light.
Very slow burn on that whole game. I kind of felt like Use had it won for a while, but like he's sticking to his game plan so well that he's extending the game length by like 2 minutes because he's not trying to rush the victory.
I would personally not be rushing to edgeguard BalloonBoy. I have seen his ability to reverse off stage, especially if he has boots, again and again, or even with blasters, why not? So the fact that he's opting to play that slowly, I think that is what Orb does best.
Even in the games where he's like he needs that too for the games where he's not super far ahead. And BalloonBoy's adaptation here is to kind of bring him towards a smaller stage. Let's see if this works in Use's favor. The thing is with Use, this is just going to take 2 sidelight siders out of his game plan, right? He's just going to knock out that much sooner.
I can't believe that sidelight didn't connect on Use.
Oh, doesn't get the pivot down light.
The
Takes a ton of damage.
He's getting blasted, huh?
Yeah.
Just falling into all of his blind spots. BalloonBoy not really able to space it out until now.
It works out. Sidelight Seraph, a D-Light Sider. That's a ton of damage. Downlight Sider again. Okay, he's in orange. Just like that. 3 good combos come right through.
And
brings it back. And he's damaged enough now to where downlight recovery won't knock out until this next move hits. And now it's good. It's online. Can he get it? D-Light Sider instead. Wasn't in position to get the chase dodge recovery.
He's looking for it. He's being nice and patient. He's looking for the recovery and Use. Just able to swat him away and catch him and all that end lag. Tossing out the weapon, denying BalloonBoy from picking up another one. He's got to look out for the recovery.
Kicks him again. Goes all the way out there. Ooh, I think he chase dodged harder than he expected. like I don't think he was like, wait, I'm where?
Oh
Saracen
gosh.
through the dive kick, spikes him on the bottom of the stage.
That angle was disgusting.
Yeah, right at the corner. Ends up bouncing him down. And that hurts. That hurts so much.
That is so much damage.
That's 5 hits.
What an extension.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
Gets the recovery. Okay, BalloonBoy even things up.
Classic. Let's see how he'll be able to make up this damage. He's opting for the boots, and I agree with this. I feel like, again, Yuz has been falling into so many of his blind spots.
Gets the neutral light, the dare, he gets the 0 to knockout. That's not canon. I can't believe it.
That's why you play
BalloonBoy.
boots. That's why you play boots. You gotta
Gravity
take them off stage
cancel.
with you like that. Oh my God, what a string.
And the awesome thing about Gravity Cancel Endlight is that it steps you forward with it after you get the flurry of kicks. And then he got the down air right afterwards, which is one of the furthest traveling moves when it comes to carrying your opponent with you towards the blast zone. And then you get the benefit of bouncing off their face after you're finished kicking them. Yuz went down very quickly there, and now BalloonBoy could bring it to match point. Gets the tornado, pivots him back to the stage, gets the landing down here. BalloonBoy putting on the pressure as Yuz struggles to get back onto the stage.
You, man, it's BalloonBoy on the boots. Yuz able to finally stop the spinning, but the question is for how long the end light's going to come out. Gets BalloonBoy on stage, and with a quick ground pound, BalloonBoy, he does not have this game secured quite yet. You can never rest easy against Yuz. He'll play as slowly as he needs to. He's got sight on hand.
But he's also ramping it up to match, right? That ground pound came through, and that's going to be the stock.
Yuz is now left without a weapon, is what I would say. He picks up the sight.
He picks it up at expense for his health, right? D-Light's down the table. Is it time for dash jump pivot D-Light? I feel him fishing for it. Look at him. When BalloonBoy,
you saw how scary that jump was?
When he jumps back and forth like this, downlight's the only thing he's looking for.
Oh, you know what? Sideways sometimes, but use that time ready to punish it with that D-Light.
Gets the recovery.
What a dodge punish.
Nice.
Just like that.
The nice thing about BalloonBoy is that even though he knows that's his win condition, you're right, after a certain amount of time passes, he will hit with other attacks that have just as high of a chance of knocking out. We saw a few stairs there, and then a pickup recovery right afterwards. Gravity cancel end light, you get that step forward, and then instead of jumping, he's buffering the down air for the dodge, because he's hoping that Yuz will fast fall, and Yuz should fast fall. He's thinking about this air. He's thinking about another side light. He's thinking about anything else afterwards from that, right? Dive kick is so risky. If BalloonBoy missed that dare, he loses his stock.
But those are the kinds of plays that I have seen him do again and again, and he gets rewarded for it. He made the comeback. He was able to take the lead for himself, and then he carried it all the way. I was telling you, BalloonBoy on the boots is a different demon entirely. He is showing off quite the exhibition with Vivi, and now the question is, does Yuz have any more gas in the tank?
Greedy. Downlight into the leaf shield, gets the ground pound, double ground pound, the triple, no dodges right past it. Yuz you could turn it around. That's a lot of damage though, but still, BalloonBoy really putting the pressure off stage. Endlight gets the nair right afterwards. Usually you see like a chase dodge pivot nair after Endlight to go for like a one frame. The end sync gets the spike. Okay, weapon throw forces off stage. D-Light ground pound gets the ground pound off the fade off into push-off column. BalloonBoy now 3 stocks to 2.
He had so much threat. He went out there. He knew exactly where Yuz was going to be, and he covered everything that he had left as he was stuck clinging to the wall. BalloonBoy getting a couple of neutral layers. He is racking on the damage. Yuz using the recovery just to get away, and he misses the sail.
Dive kick, doesn't get the pivot nair. That's neutral sig into recovery. He's going to do a ton of damage, but the ceiling so far from the floor of Mos Eisley. Hits him with that side air, goes for a downline on the dodge in, but doesn't get it. BalloonBoy puts out the flame sword, doesn't quite hit it.
Not quite. Being nice and patient, making it back on. Just a weapon through.
Dash jump ground pound? What is he going to get? Well, I mean, wall slip is like at 2 exclamation points here. Nair, nothing else afterwards. BalloonBoy gets the kicks, okay. Nair after the end light, doesn't get the side light. That
should have been his punish. That was the opening.
Yuz hasn't hit a move button in like 5 hours. So what's going on? The tornado hits. BalloonBoy just keeps kicking him.
He's running away. The neutral is not going to be able to connect BalloonBoy.
Yuz, you've got to attack him if you want to win there. Finally, Sarah hits.
Still
I can't believe it.
Not enough to KO. Oh, BalloonBoy, he was able to touch the edge of the stage. Yuz wasn't able to get the edge guard, and now look at what we have going on.
What's he looking for? Is he looking for sidelight? I don't understand. Tornado hits, Yuz sent flying. It's 3 stocks to 1.
BalloonBoy is completely mixed up his timing.
One move, that entire stock.
He's not out-moving him, he's not out-spacing him at the moment. BalloonBoy's going out there for another edge guard, and he punishes him through the recovery and finding a ground pound.
All right,
Yuz is on his
let's have Scythe here. Let's take BalloonBoy off the right side of the stage. Let's do it. He's kicking you. He's kicking you unarmed.
I haven't seen Yuz do that, though. I haven't seen him establish it yet.
He has to. He has to. There's no other choice. BalloonBoy is destroying him in neutral. Nair in a recovery. Okay.
Backing off a little bit, but
or
Balloon
side
Boy's
air
not
recovery.
swinging. He keeps trying to whiff punish Balloon Boy, but he's
Dare,
not
this is
working
it.
in
This is the
his face.
chance. He's got to get the nair here.
neutral
Balloon Boy
aid.
turns him around.
It didn't
Balloon
hit
Boy
anybody.
gets the ground pound. Doesn't do it again. Switches over to Blaster. Sidelight
Playing it
Sair.
safe.
Gets the
Double.
Sair afterwards. That might be everything. Ensig would knock out here. Goes for the Hurricane instead. That ain't Moonir. He's not falling
Best
for
possible
it.
punish that he could get. Good amount of damage,
Weapon
good amount of stage control, but
throw.
Hughes is not going out there for the edge guard. He's playing it safe. Too safe.
Yeah, Sair comes through.
Neutral.
Nair and recovery not going to hit side or send him flying. Balloon Boy's no jumps. Okay, dodges back to the stage. Hughes not wanting to go for the edge guard there. Side light, strong hit off the left side of the stage. Weapon throw. Picks up a fresh scythe. I mean, you don't have the signature options here to go for the punish, and he misses the punish on Balloon Boy's gravity cancel
He gave
pivot
him such
down
an
light, and
opening.
that's it.
That's going to be it. Balloon Boy going to be taking out Hughes once again. He's defeated him.
The double elimination. Balloon Boy with
He's
the
gone.
win.
He's done.
All in the Mega Man, too.
Uh-huh.
All right, Balloon Boy makes it out of the redemption bracket into top 4 here at the Winter Royale at max mode in Norcross, Georgia.
This is quite the amazing bracket path that we've had.
It's cool. We've got variety.
We've got a story.
Yeah, we've got
This is-
Vemsa Kilo